So,
So
Fuuto PI.
it's fucking sick. I didn't watch it this week, but god
So-
damn it, I love this show so much.
Red
So-
Gelato becomes a private investigator.
No, okay. So
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. I
That's his name,
wasn't
though,
putting.
right? Fuuto.
Yeah. Okay. That's the city.
spelled
listen,
differently.
He runs an entire city now.
Yeah, he's got
Yes.
a whole city made of wind and all kinds of shit.
When he retired from
Red
Hero,
Gelato.
when he quit heroing, he becomes
Okay.
the mayor of Fuuto City.
Son of a bitch.
He paints everything red too, because it's his favorite
So
color.
I didn't
Paint the
look
city red.
in. I did not look into anything on this show.
Yeah.
And I didn't put the connection of the name to anything. And then you were like, "Oh, it's Kamen Rider anime." I was like, "Okay." So I was like, "Well, I'm gonna watch it this weekend."
Yeah.
And so I opened it, and I said, "Fuck." I said, "That's the dude from Kamen Rider Double
Yeah. Yeah.
from like a
it's-
decade ago."
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
I'm
it's
like,
the continuation
fuck.
of Kamen Rider Double.
And then I
or
looked
W.
up, like, yeah, it's a sequel. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a sequel. So then I went back and watched Kamen Rider Double all weekend.
Great. Yeah, I still haven't ever
Wait,
watched any
this
real.
one is a sequel.
It's a sequel to a live action show.
Yeah, the actual Kamen Rider shows. Or
It
one
was
of
like-
them.
2010 or 2009 or something like that. So the CG obviously is really hard to watch because it's fucking 2009. But damn, that show's good. like, I'd say if you've never seen Kamen Rider, and because
I've
there's
not.
there's like 500 of them,
There's a lot. Yeah.
you could start with that one, and it's a good baseline because like the writing's really well done, the character interaction's really good. I laughed a lot in that
Does
show.
it? This is gonna be a dumb question. Does it have a dub?
No.
Okay, that's kind of what I
If
thought.
it does, I didn't know about it because I just watched it in the subbed.
Okay, that's. I mean, I know that sometimes they'll dub some things. I don't know
Yeah.
for Kamen Rider, but I was like, just in case.
But it was, because obviously Kamen Rider and like Power Rangers, they all look the same. So
Yeah.
it's kind of the, you've got your out of costume interactions and stuff like that. But it was like I enjoyed their interactions more than like the Power Rangers interactions because they were like really cheesy and for kids. And like people die in this one. Like, and in the anime is even darker. But yeah, so I was watching Kamen Rider like all week.
Yes.
And yeah, it's Kamen Rider Double, or Kamen Rider W is how it would be typed out, but it's double.
Yeah.
Because there's so for their driver, it takes two what are they called?
Memory.
Memory. Yeah,
Yeah.
two memories. And the memories is basically what they use to transform into their powers, costumes, monsters, all that stuff.
Okay.
So he has got two slots, and his partner puts one in his, and then he loses consciousness. So they basically merge into one person. So both of them are like speaking at the same time and all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. And so I was like, fuck, I really like the show. I never finished the show whenever I was like in my little like Kamen Rider phase. Never finished it. So I was like trying to watch it. There's like 49 episodes. And like 3 movies, but I'm not gonna watch those.
Yeah, I saw someone post like how you should watch Kamen Rider Double, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start at Fuuto PI. You can give fuck.
Yeah. They're like, it's like, hey, you watch like the first like 13 episodes, and then there's a movie, and then you watch like 20 more episodes, then there's another movie.
Or
That's
you
just because-
skip to the anime.
Or you just skip, or you can just skip to the end, or just watch a YouTube video. What happened?
Yeah, that's
Because
what I've
it
done before.
gets pretty because like the ending was like super emotional in Double, and I guess it doesn't really matter because they're both alive in Fuuto PI, but Philip, the brains, the guy that does all the searching, he's got the book and he's basically the internet in his brain. He fucking died at the end of it, at the end of Double,
and now he's
then-
back.
Well, they like the
Kind
very
of.
last episode at the end, he was brought back. But like, which stuff like that. It's like, oh, that's just I went through emotional trauma for nothing. That's cool. whatever. Kind of made his death worthless. He's just, oh, I'm back. Anyway, Kamen Rider Double, it's good. Fuuto PI, really good. They did a really good job. This episode, you really get to see fucking Cyclone do a lot more.
Yeah. The since I haven't like watched the most recent episode, they transformed at the end of the last episode, and I'm like,
Cyclone Joker.
damn, this looks sick. This is so good.
I think they got the same dude that like yells the moves. Because
I'd
like they'll
imagine
put
they
in
could probably afford most of those people.
one of them, they yelled in English too, which is always really cool.
Yeah.
They always like to do that. But I think it's the same voice actor that did the narration in the regular show. Anyway, it's really
good. Yeah, like
scratches my Power Rangers itch, so I was super
there
into
you
it.
go. Like I would be super into like I've enjoyed Kamen Rider from a distance. Like I've never watched it, but I've watched a bunch of lore videos about it because I'm too lazy to like actually watch the show.
Yeah.
So when I was like, oh, Kamen Rider's getting an anime, I was like, intriguing. Tell me more. And I actually like because it doesn't like it's what 3 episodes before you actually get the full transformation.
Yeah, like a full fight. This is the first time they have a full fight.
Yeah. And like his whole like the main guy's whole thing is like he's a detective. I think it's a hard-boiled detective or something.
Yeah, he always says I'm a hard-boiled detective.
Yeah. And like you actually get to see him do detective shit and be like kind of okay at it, but also kind of a huge dumbass. Yeah, and it's a very interesting.
That was like the charm of the show because it was that whole setup where it's like there's 2 episode arcs. There's the getting the case and then investigating, and then like the second episode, the episode that follows is like finishing that case and the fight and all that. So it's like that's how the series was basically ran. It was on like a 2 episode arc basis, which that way you get time with the characters and then you get a whole episode basically like fighting and costumes and shit. It was really good.
Yeah, this like I think you would need something like this that has like a more interesting story and more of like a gimmick. But I would like really enjoy if we got a bunch of like these Super Sentai type fucking heroes, like even going back to the 90s, just getting animated, because I think that works way better.
Yeah.
And maybe we could get a good Beetleborg show where kids aren't in it and be like,
oh my god,
these are just dudes.
I don't know.
I don't know about that, Cody.
Listen, I think the Japanese one was not children, so they could do
okay,
it.
Cody,
And it'd be like great.
fine. There's plenty of costume shows that doesn't need to be Beetleborgs.
No, so we gotta get Beetleborgs back.
No.
We gotta get the other ones I don't remember from the 90s.
Just let it die.
No.
Let it die.
I
Listen,
mean,
I don't think Kamen Riders ever had like terrible looking suits.
yeah,
Like
no,
even the
they've been
monsters
pretty
look pretty
consistent.
good.
I know I've told you guys that
You're a huge Kamen Rider fan. We know you love it so much.
that like years ago they had put Beetleborgs.
Yeah,
on
we've
Netflix.
talked about this.
Yeah.
And it's
And
fucking awful.
I watched it with. I was like, oh, my little sister. I was like,
Yeah.
we used to watch this all the time. It's like, oh yeah, let's give it
Yeah.
a watch. And we got maybe through the first episod.
You're like,
and
why
it
is he
was-
6 years old?
It was so bad that I literally called my mother and apologized for making her sit through that whenever I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was like, so we started watching that, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, it's so bad. She's like, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
awful. I'm like, she's like, yep.
Pretty
I'm
bad.
like, I'm so sorry I made you sit through that. She's like, yeah, you were a kid. It's all good. I'm just like, it's so
The only-
fucking bad.
The only thing I kept liking from that is like the Jay Leno bad guy or whatever the
The
fuck.
ghost.
Oh
He
yeah.
was only a bad guy for like the first part of the first episode.
Yeah.
Once he realized like the kids could beat his ass, and then he's like, "I'll be your friend."
Yeah.
I'm not a bad guy anymore, I promise.
And then I did like how he would like draw the villains and then they would appear. I like that part. But the rest of it, pretty shit to come back and watch it.
No.
Because I thought they were like teenagers, and then when we went to watch it, and I'm like, oh, the youngest one's like fucking like 5 years old.
Small
Yeah.
children, yeah.
Like small children. Like the oldest one maybe is
Tiny
10.
children.
And you're like, why did I watch this? I was like, oh, because I was a kid when I watched it.
You're like, oh yeah, this makes total
Yeah.
sense. I'm a child.
They can die where it was Cody. You can sign that petition, but I won't.
I'm just saying. I think that there is a revival waiting to
No.
happen.
No.
No.
We gotta animate more Kamen Rider, and then we'll be like, okay, this is a trend now.
No. I really
No.
hope,
I will never stop. I
'Cause,
can't
like,
stop.
the coolest looking fucking suit that I thought from Kamen Rider was the fucking Fang Joker, which is in the show. It's like the white and black.
Yeah.
I really hope that they do that.
Having like no understanding of the previous story, I really hope that we see Kamen Rider Skull show up, because that dude's fucking cool as hell.
It looks badass. No, I mean, technically we probably won't.
Yeah, because I
for
assume that
reasons-
guy's dead as fuck.
That guy is dead. Yeah, he dies in the first episode.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So it's kind of like, I don't remember what it was. It was like some kind of temporal shift or whatever. Whenever they ran into him,
Mm,
or it was like a doppelganger
mm.
of his, because it was the old chief,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and they all wore fedoras. All the detectives wear fedoras. For some reason, they pull it off.
Yeah.
But then you have you have Skull Rider, and he's got a fedora and a scarf,
Yeah.
and you're like, why does it look cool? It just does.
Why does this fucking work? It just does. But yeah,
It just does.
Fuuto PI is really good. It's
Yeah, I'm
What
pretty
the
pissed I didn't make the
The one that
connection.
had the helmet and the glasses.
What?
You know, I think he was called Moomin Rider.
Oh my god.
Listen. If they animated like all Kamen Rider, I'd be down with it. Fuck it, I don't even care. I'll watch them all. I won't watch them in live action because that's too much work. But
It's not that.
listen.
It's like, if you get into it, it's not that bad.
Listen. Not gonna lie, they animated a lot of the Power Ranger stuff. I probably actually watched most of that. Probably not as
I mean,
much though. I think I'd like Kamen Rider more, but